Hello, everybody. I'm Rikkismith. Welcome to Faith on Friday Presents. At Faith on Friday Presents, our goal is to create motivation by closing the door on the comfort zone, to foster inspiration by showing you what's possible, and to create transformation by challenging those negative mindsets. And don't forget, while you're here, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Instagram. We don't want you to miss a thing. All right, folks. Have you ever thought about the things that keep you from being more fabulous than you are already? Regardless of what that may be, your insecurities, your fears, your anxiety, your past, depression, alcohol, any addiction. What about something as crazy as stuttering? Some people think that they can't be who they need to be because of something so small, because it's small to us, but huge to someone else. Today, I want to introduce you to somebody who's going to talk to us about that, about overcoming, and even thriving. Everybody, please say hello to David Haywood. Hi, David. How are you?
Hi, Ricky. I'm doing fine. It's nice to meet you all.
It is so nice for you to be here because I'm super excited about this conversation simply because of what you've had to go through to get to where you are. But before we get started, David, tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're located.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a proud husband and a father. I'm a public health professional, um, and I'm located in Greenville, North Carolina.
All right, go ahead on Greenville. I'm not mad about it. I like it. Is it hot there at this time of the year?
Yeah, so it was scorching hot for about a month. Then this last
Wow.
week, we had a nice little break, but it's supposed to
Okay.
wrap it up again mid-90s. Yeah.
Okay. See, and most folks that know that watch the show, where I am in Texas, hot is a relative term because we live on the sun. So it's hot here all the time. So, anyway, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate this. So, David, you heard in the intro, we talked about, the things that make people feel less than, the things that keep them from being everything that they have been called to be. Can you tell us a little bit about your issue?
All right, so I am a person who stutters. It's something that's happened. I've been doing it since the fifth grade, and I still remember the day it happened. I was in class reading a book, and I used to love to read. I would raise my hand all the time. Yeah, I want to read. I'm a good reader. Yeah, you know. But then this one fateful day, I started reading, and for some reason, I started reading faster and faster and faster. Then stopped. It was like the air would not leave my body to speak. Then I started stuttering. Stop, start, and stop, start and stops. That kind of start and stop pattern in hindsight was a pattern that also went into other areas of my life.
Wow. First of all, it's so funny because you said you started stuttering. Now, everybody's watching this and listening to you. I didn't hear you stutter once. So, from the fifth grade where it started, do you know why you started stuttering?
I have no idea why. It just happened one day.
Hmm.
I guess it was fate.
Wow. Wow. And you just began stuttering. Okay. So, you said you started stuttering in the fifth grade. How did that affect you going through school before you went into your adult years?
So that required me to do a lot of like maneuvering in a way that I communicated with people. You know, if at all possible, I would not speak. I wouldn't raise my hand when I knew the answer to questions that when a teacher asked it in the class. If we had assignments where speaking was part of the grade, I would just take the zero and try to make it up in other areas of
Really?
yeah, yeah.
That's horrible. You would just take the zero because of
I
your
was
stutter. Let me
yeah.
ask you, because we all went through high school, oh God, and we survived it. How did going through high school, dating, dancing, all the socialization of high school, how was that affected by your stuttering?
I would say a lot of people didn't know that I did stutter because I never talked to anybody, like
Oh,
at
wow.
all. I was a football player in high school, but really beyond that, I just kind of kept to myself and I went to class, went to football practice, then went home, and that was pretty much it. There
Hmm.
was no dating in high school, not until college.
Okay. Oh, so you made it out of high school.
Mhm.
Yay, congratulate. I think everybody that makes it out of high school, somebody should say, thank you for your service because it was tumultuous for some. So you made it out of high school successfully. Now you're in college. College is a different atmosphere. You didn't stop stuttering after high school, did you?
Nope, went straight through college. Yeah, it is different because there are some speaking expectations that I just really could not get out of at all.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And reflecting on my college years, I recall a time during my freshman year, right? And no freshman, I loved to eat. My favorite food was pizza at the time. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember walking in to the restaurant, and my favorite my favorite kind of pizza was pepperoni pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I would always get cheese. I just took what was easiest to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And another instance, I would go to the submarine sandwich shop on campus, where they make a sandwich for you. You go down
Yeah.
the line. Um, I would try my best to tell them what I wanted, but at the end, it hardly ever looked like what I really wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So I just took what they gave me, right? So
Wow.
there you have it. I just did what was easy, and I took what people gave me.
Sure. Wow. That had to be hard because in your heart you want something. Your
Mhm.
your mouth is not cooperating with you. How did that affect you in your spirit, in your soul, in your psyche, mentally? How did that affect you?
It did. It made me feel like I was blocked. Like a river is supposed to flow. You're supposed to flow to where you're going in life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's like a dam. A dam was put up, and my water was stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was more than just speaking. It was just the things in life. I kind of
Yeah.
had a tough time moving forward. So not only was my speech impeded, but also other areas of my life was also impeded.
Wow, that's so sad. Because I'm, thinking about it's not just stuttering. Lots of people deal with things that impede them from going forward, from making big moves, from speaking up, if you will. And here you are, young man, going through college with a stutter, taking what people give you.
Mhm.
What did you do to make the change?
Well, finally, honestly, it was just a few years ago where I finally decided to take control of my life. First thing I did was actually go to therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the second thing I did was speech therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those instances were very transformative in my life.
Yeah.
And I finally started to take control. And I vowed to then live an unimpeded life.
Okay. Which is, of course, the name of your business, your coaching, or everything. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Okay, so I want to venture into, well, I am a motivational speaker,
Hmm.
and I want to teach people about resilience. Um, how you take what happened in your life. Maybe it wasn't a stutter, maybe it was something like cancer, you lost your mom, you know, um, a job loss, a bad divorce,
Hmm.
these messy things, because we all go through something in life,
Yeah.
something very damaging, and maybe even traumatic.
Hmm.
And it may not be your fault, but it's always your responsibility to carry yourself forward, to move forward.
I like that. It's your responsibility to carry
Mhm,
yourself forward. After you went through your therapies, because I'm sure you went through, your therapy and then your speech therapy.
mhm.
Did you learn some things that about yourself during therapy that you did not know or that resonated with you?
I learned that I was always resilient in the way I did things.
Hmm.
I just didn't see it. And there were time periods where I did exhibit some extraordinary strength, but I didn't give myself credit for it.
Hmm. Wow.
And the therapy let me recognize that.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of us that struggle with something, we don't give ourselves the credit that's due us.
Mhm.
Because if you can make it through whatever the thing is, you need to take the win.
Mhm.
and give yourself those 10 points. Because, yes, they start at 10 points, you know. So, after therapy, and then you went through speech therapy, and what kind of techniques did they teach you to overcome or cope with your stutter? I'm not sure what the right phrasing would that be.
I like to phrase it as stuttering management
Stuttering
because
management, I like it.
because I'll always I'll always be a stutterer.
Hmm.
I it did teach me techniques to I guess when I feel these blocks called blocks and I feel like a stutter is about to happen, how to
Hmm.
get through it. It's by
Okay.
prolonging that first vowel in what I say. And that
Hmm.
kind of helps me get through.
Wow.
Um so I would say yes, more of management. I will always be a stutterer. And you know what? I'm becoming more and more okay with that. And
Okay.
I think about my son, right? Because so he stutters also.
Okay.
And, I always felt bad, like, oh no, I passed this down to him and he's gonna have a hard life. And son, I'm so sorry. But
Hmm.
one day I asked him how he felt about it, and he was like, Daddy, I think it's cool. It makes me unique. And I was just
Oh,
mind blown for that. Like, wow,
I love
I never
it.
thought of that.
So he looks at his stutter as uniqueness.
Yes.
That came from someplace too. That's a resilient kid already
Yeah.
that is doing it. So now you stand on stage and you talk to people, companies, audiences about resilience. Let me ask you, when you get up there, how do you start your talk?
I like to start it with something that kind of not a usual hey, hi, my name is David. I like to start
Mm,
with a question. Maybe what is your favorite superhero?
okay.
Started with a story.
Hmm.
That starts in the middle and then boom, we kind of wondering like where is it at? Then I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting people involved and engaged early.
Mhm.
So when you talk about resilience, what is it that you could tell somebody right now struggling with something, regardless of what it is? What would you tell them that resilience looks like? What is it?
Resilience is that path forward. Resilience is once you get past the block, it doesn't mean that you won't face another block. It doesn't mean that you won't even go back.
Mm,
It means that you are committed to pushing forward
mhm.
because you believe in this purpose that's greater than you,
Wow.
and you believe that it is your mission in life to fulfill that purpose.
Yeah. Regardless of what your
Regardless,
blockage is.
yes,
Yeah. I love the analogy you used as a dam. Because you know the thing, there's something so huge and forceful behind this dam, but there's something that's keeping it from going forward. When your dam released, what's one of the first things that you did?
my damn released. First thing I did. I'll say the first thing I did was I got married. That's the first
Well,
thing.
well, there you go. The brother didn't date the whole time, but then he got married. Okay, I like it. I'm all about it.
And I decided to go into motivational speaking.
Wow.
Like I said, I am a public health professional and I love public health, but I feel like my next step is speaking to audience, is reaching masses because I feel like I
Yeah.
have a story and that has various lessons in it that other
Hmm.
people need to hear and could be beneficial to them.
Yeah. What other lessons do you think are in your story besides the story of resilience? What else is there?
I will say it's a story of I will say where to lay your foundation. You know,
Wow.
because how strong your foundation is, what you're based on, like if what you're doing, your actions are they based off love? Are they based off, you wanting to do something for the benefit of your others or community, or is it
Mhm.
like maybe greed or selfishness or
Wow.
envy? That's going to impact what happens to you in the
Yeah.
future.
That's so
The
true.
fruits of your labor. Yes.
Yeah. And the people, so now the people that hire you to come to speak, who is it that's hiring you? Is it corporate? Is it large associations? Who do you speak to? What are your audiences?
Small businesses and nonprofits are the main ones.
Nonprofits.
Yes.
That's kind of great. Yeah, nonprofits are always looking for somebody, and especially with a story like yours, because so many people have stuttered or have whatever the blockage there is, but stuttering seems to be one of those things where, oh, I'll never get over it. I can't get past this. It's too embarrassing. And going back to your son who says, it makes me unique. I love that so much.
Mhm.
How then do you, if somebody watching this, listening to this says, oh my gosh, he stutters, I stutter. If he can do it, I can do it. What would you tell that person about their stutter and going forward?
In the grand scheme of things, of who you are as a person, that stutter really is just a very small part. You are not, and you are not just that one thing.
Right.
There's so much more to you. And
Mm-hmm.
also, you are not whatever somebody else believes of you, believes you can do. Um, don't let other people put their self-limiting beliefs, put their limiting beliefs on you, and it becomes your own self-limiting
Woo.
belief. Reject that.
That is so good. Reject other people's negative beliefs about you.
Mhm.
I heard somebody say, what other people think about you ain't none of your business.
That's right.
And that kind of speaks to that. And I like what you said too. You are more than just this one thing, but how many of us pick the one thing that we don't like, that seems hard. And that's the thing we magnify and we share it with other people. Oh, I'd like to, but I'd like to, but I shouldn't because blah. You're missing out. You're missing out. Wow, that is so, so good. So there's so much here to talk about, and so many things because of the resilience aspect, the foundation aspect, the aspect of believing enough in yourself. So I have this question, and I wasn't going to ask you, but it's messing with me right now. When
Mhm.
you met and married your wife, how did you propose? Were you nervous?
I was extremely nervous, and man, I knew she was ready for it,
Mm,
but I was still so nervous. Like, so we went to a park. So first we went to our first date spot, which was a Mexican restaurant in a park. So we
mm,
went to our restaurant first. They went to the park. We were walking around the park, and then God, my heart was beating out of my chest. And we sat down on the bench, and I asked her about investments,
Wow.
money investments, right?
Right.
And I told her I'm about to make the biggest and best investment of my life. I
Oh.
proposed.
Oh, you're gonna make me tear. That is so sweet. Here's my question. Did you stutter?
No, no, did not.
That is so good. I love it. Because most people think that people stutter you they're nervous, you
You're
know.
right. Yeah,
And so that's why I had to ask the question. I just think that is so great. How long you been married, David?
it'll be 2 years later on this month.
Wow, so you're newlywed.
Yeah,
Congratulations. I'm excited for you. That's wonderful. David, there's so much here, so much good stuff. And I love the advice that you give to people who have these random limiting beliefs. One, you are more than what you think you are. You're more than your issue. Two, your foundation. And three, don't believe everything everybody says about you. It's
that's
none of
right.
your business. I love it. So, David, if somebody wanted to reach out to you to learn more about you, your story, where's the best place for them to find you?
You can find me at my website, www.davidlachey.com.
Okay. And what are people going to find out there if they go to your website?
You'll find out more about me, my journey, my philosophy called the unimpeded life, and you'll be able to contact me and find
Okay.
out more about on what I speak on. Yeah,
Okay. That's great. Now, you said David Lachey. Explain, because we all know your last name is Haywood. So, who's Lachey?
Lachey is my middle name. So David
Ah,
Lachey,
okay.
my stage name will be. It sounds, I think it sounds cool, right? So I said David Lachey.
It sounds franche. David Lachey. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Don't worry, everybody. If you didn't get his contact information, everything is going to be in the description below. And don't forget, subscribe to this YouTube channel, share us with your network, like our Facebook page, and follow us on Instagram. David, my friend, before I let you go, we're going to have to play a game.
All right.
So, this game is called This or That. I'm going to give you the choice of a couple of things, and you just tell me which one you like the best. Are you ready to
Okay.
play, my friend?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Oatmeal.
Grits.
Of course, because you're down
Savory
south.
grits.
Okay, don't play. Okay, here's the grits question.
All right.
Salt or sugar?
Salt, pepper, and butter.
That's what I'm
And
talking about.
maybe some cheese into it. Never sugar. I've never, no.
Never sugar. For all of you all watching who think that sugar goes into grits, you heard it here first. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. Yellow light, slow down or speed up?
Oh, you're trying to get me in trouble? Slow down for the most part, but if I feel like I can make it, but yeah, slow down. There's
Yeah,
supposed to slow down.
there you
That's the
go.
correct term.
Look,
Yes.
we'll go with that one then. Slow
Yeah.
down. Okay, I love it. That's so funny. Do it yourself or hire a professional?
I will do it myself whenever I can because I want to save the money and learn the skills.
Okay, and learn new skills. I like that. Romantic comedy or action adventure movie?
Always action adventure.
All
Yeah.
right. Clap back or hold your tongue?
I've always been a hold your tongue kind of person, but I'm starting to learn how to talk back to people when, they disrespect you. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you got to do it. I'm not mad about it. All right. Read the book or see the movie?
See the movie.
Me too. Summertime fun or winter wonderland?
Summer. Always summer.
Yeah, even if it's hot.
Yes, even for
And
holidays.
finally, David, let me ask you, if you had to do it all over again, what would you tell your 13-year-old self?
I will say, hey kid, everything's gonna be all right. Just keep doing you. Whatever you say excites you, go ahead and do it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait for the right time, because the right time will never come. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah, that is so good. Oh my gosh. David, thank you so much for joining me
Thank
today.
you.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome. You're very welcome.
All right, everybody, that's it for this week. But don't worry, we'll be back next week with more Faith on Friday presents.